Which one did you pick up? This one. Damn, how did it end up like this? It was just lying on the ground with the tag still on it. It looks a bit like the scooter in that movie where Liu Huaqiang is hiccuping. Lift it up and take a look. This bike really has that 90s vibe. It's been sitting for too long, so we had to drag it out by force. This bike in 01-5 has been hanging out to dry since 1995. And it still makes you hesitate. Then I checked the gauge cluster, and it's only done a little over 30,000 kilometers. After he stopped riding it, it sat for about 10 years. Because it has a special meaning. It was part of his sister's dowry when she got married. He's been watching my old vehicle restoration videos and asked me to tear this bike down and restore it. To preserve this beautiful memory, alright, leave it to me. We'll bring it back to life. I agreed to his request. Hauled it back to the garage for a full rebuild and make it look like it did back then. First step, say hello and see if the engine has any issues. Hooked up power, the lights came on, proving the wiring is fine. Now, let's try to start it. Is the engine seized? First, remove the spark plug and check the cylinder. It's all engine oil. Mine is full of oil inside. After a few kicks, the engine can turn. Alright, we've got spark. Look at the state of it. The fuel we drained out turned soy sauce dark. Pretty flavorful. Let's give it some fresh 2025 gasoline. Holy! This really is a legendary machine. Look! It fired right up. The exhaust is leaking everywhere. See? That's insane. Well, that's incredible. So, we'll clean the carburetor, open it up with some throttle, then deal with the rear-wheel drive hub boss and fix that bit. Guys, I've got to say something from the 90s. Is both simple and durable. That's the hard truth. When I opened up and cleaned the carb, the won't take throttle issue was because it sat too long. The needle valve was stuck. A simple cleaning fixed it, no parts needed. After the throttle was sorted, I had to tackle why the rear wheel was locked up. It snapped clean off. Digging deeper, it was the brake. Basically, this cable wouldn't return. Now the bike finally moves. Time to give the exterior a full, thorough cleaning. That's savage. While we're at it, let's restore it to how it looked brand new. Let's do it. And I know some people will say, it's almost 30 years old. Is it worth going this far to restore it? Old machines are precious, because after decades of ups and downs, they lock away the days you can't go back to. The engine still holds the power of its era, and the seat still carries the warmth of old times. Next, follow my camera as we take this pile of parts and restore them to like new. First, we'll rebuild this 125cc single-cylinder, 2-valve, air-cooled engine. It looks like a white-haired old man, but when it works, it doesn't mess around. After cleaning, it looks so much better. Due to long storage, the piston ring seized up, and compression was only 5. To bring back its original power, we needed to replace the piston and piston rings. After replacement, the compression test reached 9. Once rebuilt, the engine went into the paint booth for a fresh finish. Paint. After high temp baking, it becomes a textured black finish. For the bike's overall body, we hit all the plastic parts with a sander. But there were lots of pits we couldn't level, so we applied a new layer of filler putty. Then, matching the original sapphire blue color, we mixed the paint for the whole body shell. For better adhesion, we sprayed a plastic primer coat first. Right after that came the sapphire blue color coat. After spraying and letting it dry, we applied a clear coat. At this point, the paintwork has recreated that new bike shine. These filthy, grimy parts will soon become a brand new bike. Now, all that's left is assembling these hundreds of parts together. I'm scared. That guy. Just tidy up your room first. Stop tossing and turning. In a bit, the sunlight will fall beside you. If it's hopeless, don't just stand there. Get a new hairstyle. Buy a nice-looking bag of potatoes. If you're feeling restless, then go. After more than 10 days, full teardown restoration, repairs, painting, and reassembly, it's now back to a shiny, handsome look. All we can do is pack away all the feelings once again, in the end.